Hey everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of Smart and Vinyl, where we're going to talk a little music, a little records, and a whole lot of meh. So, thanks for joining me tonight. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my god, you're wearing the matchbook pajamas in the Smart and Vinyl video. I know. Actually, I've been battling this cold the last couple days, and I stayed home today from work, trying just to get the last of it out. And you could probably hear it a little bit. So that's why I have these pajamas on. And the record pajamas are in the wash. Sorry. But I'm using this whole pajama switcheroo to kind of, benefit this video. So we're going to do a mashup video. Yes, mashup video, crossover video, I guess. Not crossover like EPMD, but, we're going to mix the matches with the record. So it's like, you got your records in my matches, and you got your matches in my records, something like that. So let's just get into it, right? So anyways, I'm a matchbook collector too. And one of my favorite covers is, and I've had this one for a while, this place is called The Losers. Now I know you're like, those chicks aren't losers. And I'm like, I know. But no, it's called The Losers. It says, come on and get lost. Get lost in these titties, It was a topless review, and at the time was the best topless review in Hollywood. The finest ladies and the finest titties were there. Classy, and just a great place to go. Lots of jazz going on. Everything you would think of. Like when you think of classic LA jazz strip club, cigarette smoke everywhere, this is the place, The Losers. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, why is it called The Losers? Well, here it goes. The guy who opened it, his name was Pete Rooney. So he opened up The Losers. He's also responsible for Sneaky Pete's, which is another kind of like supper club, nightclub place. And it was rumored, or maybe not a rumor, legend, that Johnny Carson would come to Sneaky Pete's and sit in on drums for like years in the late 60s, like I guess taking a break, getting out of the house, whatever. So Johnny Carson would show up at Sneaky Pete's. So Pete opened Sneaky Pete's as well, and he was an initial investor in the whiskey and PJ's, which was actually a very, at the time, hip kind of, supper club that a lot of the new Hollywood would go to. Fortunately for you, I do not have a copy of Trini Lopez at PJ's. But as soon as I get it, that video's coming, another mashup. But anyways, so Pete's responsible for all of that. And then he opened up The Losers. Well, when you see the sign for The Losers, right, wouldn't you be like, oh, Eddie Fisher's playing at The Losers? No, Eddie Fisher was not playing at The Losers. He called it The Losers because he'd be flipping through the tabloids or whatever, Hollywood Reporter. And whatever celebrity kind of like wasn't showing up and kind of faded, he would put on the marquee as a loser of the week. So Eddie Fisher must not have been too popular in the tabloids at the time and was kind of washing away. So that's why he's on the marquee. So that's what the whole Losers thing. And he just thought it was funny, something interesting. And it was. I mean, wouldn't you want to go to a place called The Losers? I would. A lot of stuff was filmed there or filmed driving past it. John Cassavetes, who I love, shot some of his movie faces there. And fun fact, Russ Meyer was a big fan of The Losers and would go there very often, which I know you're like, fuck, surprise, no. But he did meet his hottest chicks there, and hottest tits too. Tura Santana, Erica Gavin, and Kitten Natividad all were dancers at The Losers. So that should tell you the quality of the women and the tits there, because they're there. Anyways, so let's talk about how this is a mashup. So I actually have a record. Yes, live at The Losers. So you can see the marquee. So there you can see Ann Richards and Bill Marks were the losers of the week, So let's talk about Ann Richards. And no, not this Ann Richards. This Ann Richards. So Ann Richards was a jazz singer born in San Diego and moved to LA to pursue her jazz. She then met pianist, how do I say it? Stan Kenton, and he actually got her signed to Capitol. They got married, had a couple records, had a couple kids, got divorced in 1961. So here's where it gets a little interesting. She signed to Atco Records and put out a couple records, but in 1962, maybe 61, by 62, she posed for Playboy, which at the time was kind of like a, ooh, you know, like she's going down, which I don't think so. But here's some of, I got them for you. I didn't put the titty ones, but, you know, here's the suitable for work Playboy pictures. So let's see. Pretty nice, huh? Gorgeous. I mean, she's gorgeous. Totally gorgeous. This is the only picture that I have an issue with is, one, I don't like that pose, and two, what fucking low-rent apartment complex did they film this at or take these photos at? Really? Really? It's Ann fucking Richards. Anyways, gorgeous, gorgeous, but people thought it was like a step down for her, which is really sad. 'Cause think about it. I mean, if she was around nowadays, she would just have to, like, have some sex video, and she'd be, you know, even more popular. But I guess back in the day, Playboy was kind of a step down. Fun fact, for her 1962 album And Man, they used a photo that was from that shoot. So those were her Playboy pictures. So anyways, she did this Losers album in 1964. What I find interesting too is when I was doing a little bit of research for it, one of the only comments was some guy complaining, and he's right, but still, that she's wearing the most ill-fitting dress ever on this cover. And it you know, it is. It's very ill-fitting. Her boobs are a little saggy. I don't know if she's trying to be sexy, but, you know, oh well. Oh, wow. So anyways, after this, you didn't hear too much about Ann Richards. And sadly, she committed suicide in 1982. So, I'm sorry, Ann, you know, but we love your records. We love your Playboy pictures. And, you know, believe me, nowadays, you know, Playboy wouldn't be nothing. So anyways, sorry to end this video on such a downer. I know, it was, you know. Oh, but you know what? No, I'm not ending the video yet. So let's talk about the record. There's no bells, no whistles, no colored vinyl in it. It's on VJ Records, which, you know, the perv in me, I'm thinking like VJ, JJ, something. But on the back, it just talks about it. And it's standards and covers on here, obviously. Johnny Magnus was a radio DJ in LA, popular, and he kind of did the write-up. He did like 2 write-ups on here. So he must have been a really big fan. I couldn't find a whole lot about Bill Marx or his trio. No relation to Richard Marx, I don't think, or Karl Marx, I don't think, or Marx Toys, I don't think. But anyways, yeah, there wasn't a lot about poor Bill Marx and his trio. So sorry, it's going to be about Ann tonight. But yeah, I mean, if you get it, I think it's kind of cool, you know. I don't see a lot of Losers memorabilia, you know, when I'm I'm looking. And that's the only match cover I've seen from the Losers. And if you watch my other match video, which I'll link to, 40 strikes aren't that easy to find. And they didn't give these out willy-nilly because they cost more to make. So if you do find this, I would definitely get it. It's worth it, you know. I don't see many of those. But anyways, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments you have, any requests, any questions, and I'd be more than happy to answer them. Oh, and also, FYI, there's going to be a little bonus video after this video. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope I get better because, you know, I got shit to do. I got records to review. I got matchbooks to sort. I have complaining I need to do. And it's hard to do when you're sick. So I do feel like a loser, you know, because I'm sick. And because I have great boobs. Anyways, I'll see you next time on the next Smart and Vinyl. Thanks. Hey guys. So while I was doing research to find the Playboy pics of Ann Richards, I came across this photo. And it's a very lovely playmate from Playboy. Obviously like early 60s. And this is why I'm such a loser. I am such a loser in real life. Because you know what? The first thing I thought of when I saw this picture was, girl, don't drop that carnival glass because the mint green is the hard one to find. And I'm like, granted, I know I'm not a man and this isn't geared towards me. But no, her cool vintage hair and her fucking boobs and her nice skin and everything just didn't even faze me. I was just more like, oh, that carnival glass. And here's the thing, I don't even collect carnival glass. I just know. So anyways, you know, that's just me. I'm the loser. But anyways, that's it. So thank you, lady, for being so lovely. And thank you for not dropping the carnival glass. And I'll see you next time. Bye.